Here's a game that I'm actually excited for. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Features over 180 characters. It kind of looks like this game wants to please fans and give them something great, which is awesome. However, one game that I'm not looking forward to is Dragon Age Veilguard. This game looks awful, and it looks like fans of this game series are not happy. So I've been looking into this game a little bit over the past couple of weeks, checking in on it, and every video that gets put up for this game on like an IGN or something, they all get ratioed into the ground. Here's an example of that. This new one, this came out 4 days ago. This is IGN's exclusive first hands-on preview to a game they'll probably give a 7 to. They give every game a 7. I think IGN reviews either get a 7 or 9. Somewhere in between. That's kind of their scale now. Seriously, I'm not kidding. Like, every game gets a 7. Some game that came out today that actually looks interesting. I forget the name of it, but you get kicked out of a storybook, and you're trying to fight the guy, like, because he learned how to kick you out of the book. It looks interesting. I forget the name of it. Somebody in the comments will get it, and it'll get a bunch of likes because they named the game. So that's the name of the game. It looks good, but IGN gave it a 7. A 7. All kinds of games. Even Dustborn got a 7. Dustborn. Concord. I don't remember what they gave that. Probably a 7. But this game, look at this. So this is from 4 days ago. 17K downvotes to 11K upvotes. Every video gets ratioed. People aren't happy about this. It's not good. And look at the promotion for this game. Here's how they promote it. So this is from 2 days ago. It's from Game Rant. Dragon Age. 9 reasons the Veilguard's pansexual cast benefits the narrative. That's right. Nobody's locked in with their sexuality with this game. Everybody's into everybody. Don't matter what you look like or who you are or what your gender is. They all getting down. They all beeping and bopping each other. What a selling point, huh? And also, just about all of them are pretty ugly and plain. There's like even a fat one in the video I was watching. Aren't these games supposed to be like kind of rough and dark? It's a strange decision to go this route with this game. All of the points that I've seen talked about this game from outlets and even developers are about how woke it is. This is potentially the next Concord disaster. At least it could be the next Outlaws. Because I do think, I think people are going to come in and buy it. Here's what I think is going to happen with this game before I get into some actual numbers. We have some rumors here. I think this game sells okay out of the gate and then falls off a cliff. I don't hear anybody talking about this game. And if they are, they're making fun of it. So here are some rumors on sales from 2 different sources. And John F. Trent grabbed some of the pre-order numbers off of Steam and PlayStation. Rumor, Dragon Age of the Veilguard retail pre-order sales are piss poor. Are you shocked by that? I am not. Keep in mind this is only based on physical numbers. We do have some digital numbers here, but retail pre-order, that's based on physical. However, keep in mind, these things do kind of track somewhat the same, and you'll see that in a second. So the first rumor comes from Dr. Disaster. I recently found this guy. I like his channel, actually. I would say check out Dr. Disaster. But he says, I have an acquaintance in the retail world, someone who runs 9 stores that sells video games. And I'm hearing that these ratios that we're seeing in damn near every video released for Dragon Age Veilguard, these ratios are correlating with piss-poor pre-sales data. People are not connecting with the Veilguard because Dragon Age games are supposed to be dark and gritty. And this looks completely soft. I think that's a fair point. I haven't played. I think I played one Dragon Age game. It's not really for me, but I do think there's an audience for this game. Obviously, there's an audience for this game because it keeps getting sequels. I don't understand why you would take this in this direction that obviously is just not connecting with your core fans. Those are the people you really, especially when you have a long-running series, you really want to keep those built-in fans happy. Those are sales you can count on, and it looks like you're not going to get them. Here's another one. This one's from Stuttering Craig, who was absolutely right about Outlaws and probably going to be right about Assassin's Creed Shadows. So here's what he had to say. Stuttering Craig, who owns and hosts the Side Scrollers podcast channel, informed that Park Place that his retail source, who previously indicated that pre-order sales for both Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows pre-orders for Dragon Age Veilguard are not Astrobot numbers. As of this morning, the deluxe game edition of the game was 14th on the PlayStation Store for pre-orders, while the base game was 20th. So that's not good. That's really down there. Look at Dragon Ball Sparking high up there. Oh, man. I hate seeing all these Ultimate Editions, though, at the top. This game's going to sell like crazy. I bet Sparking Zero is going to be a huge hit. I'm hyped for that game. Most of this shit on here, though, I don't give a shit about at all. What's on here? Black Ops 6, pass. I don't play a lot of sports games other than college football, so pass on FC and NHL. Passing on Dead Rising Digital Remaster because that game is censored bullshit. I'm not playing Mortal Kombat 1. It's woke as hell. Undisputed, probably not. Silent Hill 2 Deluxe. I don't know, man. There's some weird changes with that game. Probably going to pass on that unless I hear really good things from people. But that went from a day one buy to wait and see. Sonic Shadow Generations. I really like the original Sonic Generations. If that stands out and has a lot to offer new as far as like new stuff, I might pick that up at a discount because I've already played the original, which is a fantastic game. I would say if you've never played Sonic Generations, definitely check that out. It's one of the better Sonic games, modern Sonic games anyway. And then Epic Mickey Rebrushed. I played that game a long time ago. If it's just, I don't know. We'll see. I don't really feel the need to ever play that game again, but that's all. That game I actually did like, that old one. If you've never played that one, that's maybe a recommend, but yeah. So Veilguard, 14 and 20. Then we also have wish lists. As far as most wish-listed games, it's number 42, and it has 59,000 wish-listed numbers. So, I mean, how is that gonna translate to actual sales? Now, we'll actually get to see how many people buy and play that on Steam, so that'll be interesting to see when that happens. But I think those pre-order numbers, I mean, comparing what they're saying to where it's at on the Steam wish list and where it is on PlayStation pre-orders, yeah, it's probably true. This game is probably going to be a dud. I don't know if it's going to be Concord sales levels, but because that's really hard to pull off. I think similar to like Outlaws, probably where it's going to land, and that's not good. That's going to be a turd for them. Because this is probably a high-budget game that people are trashing. Probably was not cheap to make this. Oh, here's another game that I want to check out, by the way. Mouse PI for Hire. That looks great. I'm kind of hyped for that Mouse PI game. Coming out on Steam in 2025. I'll probably get that for sure. It's like a Mickey Mouse parody game. It looks interesting. It's not made by Disney. I'm pretty sure that's like an independent game, and it looks fantastic. So, yeah, EA about to have their own little Outlaws Shadows moment with this one. A game, a franchise that they took and totally moved towards the modern audience. So I'm looking forward to laughing at this one. I want to get away from this modern audience shit, and I think we're getting close. We're getting a lot of L's for the modern audience this year, and I think people are going to start looking at that. We're about to have another one with that Aga show. This game I expect to fail. Shadows is going to fail. It's a year of L's for DEI, big time. Some Hollywood article out right now talking about how DEI won't die. I think it was from Hollywood Reporter or something. I'm going to probably do a video on it, but it's these people in Hollywood trying to say that DEI won't die, like it's going to come back with a vengeance, which is probably true, but it's going to come back under a different name, not DEI. They're just going to keep trying to change the names. They're going to change it to, like, Bridge is the new focus. That's a whole nother thing, but it's basically DEI on steroids. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.